was given by the family of Edward Tyndall Stallcup in his memory. Mr. Stallcup was a 1947 graduate of BGA, and his brother also graduated from here. The award is presented to the valedictorian of the senior class. This year's recipient is Dalton Greenwood. Dalton will be attending Washington and Lee University this fall.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. During my years at BGA, I've been fortunate enough to act out on stage in many roles varying in importance and oddity. One of my roles on BGA's stage a couple of years ago was a Russian simpleton of a man named Snetsky. He was an affable fellow, and there was one certain part of that role that amused me. Early in the play, my character would begin laughing, then laugh some more, then break down and roll on the floor laughing at the lead character for his perceived stupidity. There was nothing actually funny about the situation, except for the fool laughing on the ground. Sometime about 20 seconds into my gale of laughter, the audience would go from a slight chuckle to a level matching my own mirth. As we all know, laughter is contagious, and that's a good thing. The ultimate role of laughter is that it spreads joy to all around able to hear. And if you listen hard enough, you'll hear it echoing all throughout your life. Laughter is a panacea, a cure for most ailments, big or small. So that poses the question, what makes us laugh? It's common knowledge that we like to laugh at ourselves, and we like to laugh at each other's embarrassing moments. Whether it is a voice cracker during a devotional, Cam Hogue's nearly fireside pep talks before every football game, extolling and foretelling the virtues of the secretive Wildcat, Mr. Mack going undercover to explore the true life of a BGA student, or the uproarious duet of My Way between Mr. Medlin, the divine, and alum Brett Bauer. The laughter that these years of the Academy have inspired in each of us has buoyed us when we were low and formed an unbreakable bond with those who laughed with us as only laughter can do. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm notoriously easily amused. Whether it has been Miss Sonia's incessant urgings to stay away from the scary woods, and her love for geeky chemistry jokes, Mr. Walker's curious invention of the widget industry, Mrs. Mack's unabashed love for all things arithmetic, and one of Mr. Medlin's famed divine healings, these prime examples represent that which has allowed us to let laughter flow over us, letting it enrich our lives with its indecipherable elixir. That intangible force of camaraderie, of love, of joy, has made these years some of the best of our lives, and ones that we are sure to forever remember. So as we delve into the unknown, as we prepare, to quote Jean-Luc Picard, a role model for all us Trekkies in the room, to boldly go where no man has gone before, we must be sure not to forget the joys that high school has brought, as the memories of the hilarity of Grit Day, with Mr. Mack's severe warnings of the perils of straddling the rope. You'll never be the same, son. And of Sam Wade's cheerleading skills. These memories will always overshadow any bad memories that we may have. As busy as we will become once we leave BGA, and as preoccupied with our lives that we will be, we must always keep the flavor of laughter in our mouths fresh. We must always be rejuvenated by the essence of life that manifests itself in that irrepressible emotional response. Laughter bubbles over into our consciousness and allows us to both lose and find ourselves in one ephemeral yet everlasting moment. As Proverbs 17:22 says, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Although we seniors often joke that we know all too well the tragedies of a crushed spirit, the result of countless hours of homework, of hour upon hour of sports or arts practice, the burden of ball game dress, we are also thankful for the good medicine we have received at BGA over the years. On a personal note, I would like to thank Ms. Hamilton for my erudite vocabulary and a certain je ne sais quoi. Mrs. Mack for always believing in me and making me feel special as long as I've known her. And finally, Mrs. Golden for always being there when I needed help with college essays and always making me smile. On behalf of the whole class, I would like to thank all the teachers, coaches, staff, and mentors who have paved the road for this day, and who have laughed with and encouraged us all along the way. To our parents, we can't thank you enough for sacrificing for our education, for sitting in the rain at ball games, for listening to squeaky notes at concerts, and for ultimately being our greatest source of strength and joy. The Academy, our mentors, and our family have provided a stalwart foundation that we will build on for the rest of our lives. So the message I'd like to share with my fellow members of the class of 2013 is this. As we leave BGA to move on to college and beyond, let us endeavor to laugh, to live, and to love, as long as we draw breath. If we do so, while there may be pain along the way, we will never surrender to sorrow, and the future, while unknown, will hold, instead of unpredictable disappointments, untold joys. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing.